In this video, I'm going to show you how you can configure your Tyke developer portal. I'll be using a fresh install of Tyke running on Docker on my local machine. I have an install script which I can run just to set that up. This is installing all the Tyke components and fresh databases. Okay, I now have a fresh install of Tyke. Let's check that we can log into the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard loads. I'll just grab the username. And the password. Great, so Tyke is installed, okay. So the dashboard is working, but the portal is not. Still says not found. And this is because we need to configure the portal first before it will work. We can follow a sequence of steps to achieve this. First, we need to set the portal listen path. Second, we need to initialize the portal database collections. Third, we will create a portal homepage. Fourth, we'll set the portal domain. And then fifth, we restart the dashboard process. Let's work through each of these in order to get the portal working. The first task is to configure the listen path of the portal. This is done in the tyke_analytics.conf file. Here I have an example. Inside the configuration file under host_config, there is a setting called portal_root_path. The value of this property is the listen path element of the portal. This is because we have the portal and the dashboard running as the same application. So this application has to understand whether we're asking for the dashboard or for the portal. And this setting helps the dashboard understand which to use. We'll leave this setting as is for this demo. The second task is to initialize the database collections. We can do this through the dashboard. All I need to do is to click through the various sections here in the portal management section. As I do that, we'll see a message that appears over here. It says that the configuration isn't found and that it's created a new one. If you click through the various sections, you'll see the messages appear and the various collections will be created. The third task is to create some content for the portal. This is also done through the dashboard. So we'll go to Pages, and we can see that there's no pages in the list. So we must create a home page. Click on Add Page, and call that page Home. Set the slug to /. This means that this page will be available at the root of the portal. And set the page type to be default homepage template. And this is just a basic demo, so I'm going to fill in some basic content. Hello world. Now click Create. So we now have a home page. The fourth task is to set the portal domain. We can also do this through the dashboard. Up here at the top, we have Your Developer Portal. So we click that and then click on Set Your Portal Domain. Now what we have to do is provide the domain that we want the portal to be accessible through. The portal will not work when accessing through an IP address. We have to use a host name. I've already configured my system with some host entries which will point locally at this particular URL. So I'm going to provide that, and also the port number, but not the scheme as the domain. So I've got the host name and then the port number. Okay, that's been set. Now, the last task is to restart the dashboard process. This only needs to be done once when you're first setting up Tyke. Since I'm using Docker, I'm just going to restart the dashboard instance. Okay. Now I should be able to access the portal. There we go. So what we can see here is that the portal is accessible through this part, which we set through the dashboard as the domain. Then this part, which we set in the configuration file. And then finally, because we're at the root of the portal, it's loaded the home page, which we set in the pages section of the dashboard. And that's it. From here, you can add more pages, you can add catalogs, and you can edit all the content all through the dashboard.